is Wanda, and you're watching Happy Threads Girl channel. It is a channel for people age 13 and up who love American Girl dolls and all things 18-inch dolls, from doll fashions to doll house tours to doll crafts to building doll communities to all things 18-inch doll. So if you are new here, thank you so much for finding your way to this cozy little part of the internet, and I'm glad to have you here today. And if you're returning, thank you for your continued support and coming back to watch my videos. So, with that said, today is all about pajamas. It's it's Jammy January. So I am going to go over all the pajamas that I own in my collection. And I have to be honest here, kind of like a little true confession, is I don't really ever dress my dolls in pajamas. In fact, I don't really know why. I just don't. And so I just kind of stopped buying pajamas except for historical to like kind of complete collections or fill in. So I don't have, or I didn't think I had a lot of pajamas. But as I have compiled my pajamas, I realized I have a fair amount. I put pajamas on every doll that I have. I put all the pajamas on every doll. Except for the holiday pajamas, because I have packed away my holiday my holiday stuff, and I packed those away with the holiday stuff. So I won't be using those pajamas. So I have only 3 pairs of those. So, and 2 of them are duplicate. So, those I won't be showing those. But, so I did break the pajamas down into 3 categories. So I have the non-AG, so my life as, our generation, homemade. And then that's the other, so my other category. And then I have the non-historical American Girl doll. So like that's the Truly Me pajamas and Girl of the Year pajamas. And then last is historical. Historical happens to be the biggest one. So I'm going to start today with kind of my least favorite pajamas and then kind of work my way up. So in my pajama collection, I'm going to say that my life and our generation homemade pajamas tend to be in my least favorite category, and not for any reason other than like sometimes it's the fit. So anyway, so I'm going to start out with there. So I think I have 10 of those. So I'll start there. So first up is this. This is my least favorite. So I have Winnie here in this bathrobe that I made the bathrobe, and then these pajamas here. I don't remember where they came from. I think they were part of a lot, or somebody gave them to me that they didn't want anymore. I just don't have any like information about them other than I don't really care for them. So anyway, I have little socks. I probably should decide if I'm going to keep these, because I think I initially kept them thinking I would have them as Ivy pajamas because I thought they'd go good, but I may have changed my mind on that. So this is my least favorite. So, and I think this is number 10. So this is number 10 in the category of non-AG. And then next I have this set here. And honestly, I don't dislike any of them. They're not my favorites. So, and then, so the next I have Charlotte and Cece wearing these pajamas from My Life As. And so, and I think they're so cute. It's the little best friend matching shirts. And so I think these are really cute, but they don't have slippers, and they're a little on the short side. And that's all I can say. Like, they're just, so this will be 9 and 8. Next up is Anna wearing, oh my goodness, I knocked my dolls down. I'm so sorry. Here, we'll do this. So here's Anna, and she is wearing our generation pajamas. And my biggest problem with these pajamas are that they're super tight fitting. And I'm not even sure if I bought these or if I got them in a lot. I'm hoping I got them in a lot because they are really super tight fitting, and you have to have them on a very slender doll. And luckily the Playline dolls are slender dolls, so she can squeeze into them. So, but like if you can even look at the back, I don't like how those fit. So that would be my biggest reason for not loving these. And they didn't come with slippers. I stole these slippers from another set so that her poor little feet wouldn't get cold. And then next up, and this is where it gets hard because there's not a lot of neutral or not neutral, unisex pajamas or boy pajamas. So these are My Life As, and I do think they're super cute. I like the slippers because they have the little ninjas on them. So I do think these are super cute. So this would be, let's see, number 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, this is 5. And then Then I have these pajamas, and I do love these Our Generation pajamas. And once again, it's just more about the fit for these. I think these are so cute. I do think that I need to steal this shirt and put it into the boy clothing section, because like if I'm not putting them in pajamas, I might as well have this shirt as an option for other neutral or gender neutral clothing. So I will probably be, when I take them off, this will probably be going into the main pile of clothing. Probably with the ninja set too. I should probably just put them in there. What do you think? Do I need to do that? Leave a comment. Let me know if I should be putting some of these pajamas that have cute tops into my tops into the shirt storage, so that I could have an option of putting them on there, since I'm not putting the dolls in pajamas. Okay. All right. Then let's see. Oh my goodness. I do this all the time. I make avalanches for myself with dolls. So then these are pajamas that I made. I have Alish in these, and I think they're cute. I just haven't put the buttons on them yet, but I love them because they're warm and they're fuzzy and they're flannel. And I love the tiny little print. You can see there's little foxes and little bunnies and little squirrels. And then I had found these little bunny slippers in one of the crafts sections. So I just thought that she could have a whole little ensemble there. So she's wearing my creation of flannel pajamas. So that puts that in the 4th place. Yes, that would be 4th place. So, and then I have more here in another Our Generation set. And I love this set. My biggest problem with this is I don't like the fabric, because it's that like very scratchy polyester fabric. And then I love the slippers, but because they're Our Generation, you have to cut them in the back. But still super stinking adorable. So I love these slippers. I wish I had monster feet, like slippers like this. I need a pair. I'm going to look for them. Sounds like a good idea. So I love fun slippers. So, and then my 1 and 2 are really hard. So I ended up putting Dwayne in my number 2 pick, and that's this union suit. I think it's very cute. It's Our Generation. It's got this little bear thing. I think I love it because it's unisex, because any doll can wear that. And my favorite part about it is the bear on the back, because it's a bear bum. So cute, right? Bear bum. So cute. Anyway, well, I love a good pun. So anyway, and then the reason why this ended up being in my number 1 spot is when I was pulling out the pajamas, I had bought this twice. And I think part of the reason why I bought it is A, the cute little bunny slippers, and 2 is the fact that it came with a little like rag doll thing. And I love how it's like the 1950s style. So, but again, it's also got that very tight fit to it. So again, you need to put it on slender dolls, so you can't put it on any Pleasant Company era dolls. And this is my Kathy doll, who's a CYO. So she also tends to be very slender. So that's why that works for that. So that is my wrap up of my 10 non-AG dolls. So I'm going to pause this and I'm going to line up the next section. And I believe I have 17 historicals, and we'll do those next. I'm back with my historical, and I do have 17 historical dolls or 17 historical pairs of pajamas. So, and this is hard for me to rank. There are some I really don't like. I'll tell you that. Like my bottoms are really my bottoms. I just don't like them for reasons I'll explain. But my top always gets hard because I tend to be like, oh, I don't like these, and then like, oh, I love everything else. So anyway, these are just in an order, not necessarily. It's just hard to put them in like my favorite. But anyway, we'll just go from here. So I'm going to start with my least favorite, which is Kit Kittredge's little sailor pajamas. And I might just not like these because of the pair I have. They may be cute on some, like you guys may have a pair that you love. But for me, what I don't like about these is, one, the material. I don't like the satiny material. It snags so easy, and it just ends up being kind of garbage. Also, I don't like my pair because there's a small tear on the armhole here. I bought these in a lot. I don't like how this little collar thing lays. It's just not my favorite. And I don't have the slippers that go with this. So I can put this at 17. I'm fine with that. Like, just, it's not my favorite. And I have reasons why. The next up is a set that I'm probably going to get rid of. I don't know. I may keep it, but it's probably, it's in the debate pile to whether I'll keep it or not. So this is Nellie's pajamas. I don't collect Samantha and I don't collect Nellie. So I do have this pair of pajamas that ended up in my lot. They're in fairly good shape. I just don't have the slippers, and they definitely have, they've been played with, and so they're not snagged or anything, but you can just kind of tell like they've been played with. So there's a little, I don't think there's any stains. I don't know. It's just, I feel like they look worn. So that's why they're 16th. Then I have, this is, I love all things Julie, but if I wasn't going to love something of Julie's, it was going to be her pajamas, or her original pair of pajamas. This color is my least favorite part about it. It is this like Petrucci purple, so I don't really like that. And then the other thing is, I did have pajamas like this as a kid, and I hated them. So I think that's probably like that more than anything probably colors my view of these pajamas. But so this is 15th in of the 17 I have. So just not my favorite Julie pajamas. Then next up is the, I think the name of these pajamas is called White Home or something like that. And they were the pajamas that came with Molly Costco. I do have the slippers that go with it. I just didn't pull them out of the trunk where I keep all Molly's clothes. And it was enough to dress all the dolls in pajamas. So I'm sorry I didn't put them on there to complete the look. But I don't like these pajamas because A, I feel like they're very tight fitting. And I don't like the feel of the fabric. It's kind of like, it doesn't have a cotton feel. It has kind of that like polyester feel. So I'm not a fan of that. And then last reason why I don't really like them is I don't feel like this print is very historical. So just at the bottom, so it ends up being 14. So yeah. Then I feel like I'm like totally picking on a lot of the historical dolls. And I'm not trying, I mean, I guess this is all the historical collection. So I guess maybe that's why I feel that way. But anyway, so the next up is Kit's nightgown. And she has a little piece of greenery left from the Christmas where I haven't vacuumed this room yet. So anyway, this is Kit Kittredge's nightgown, and I think this is very cute. I love the colors of it. I don't really necessarily feel like this is a Kit item, like Kit. I don't know. I don't see Kit as like this pinky purple girl, but it's cute. It's got a nice feel to it. It's got lots of fabric. If I was going to wear this as a nightgown as an adult or as a child, I would have loved this. So I'm cute. I just don't have her slippers either because I haven't prioritized Kit in any way really. So I have a little bit of Kit's collection, but very little, not as great as I would like, partly because the things I like of her collection tend to be very expensive. So anyway, so that is Kit's nightgown. That is 13th. And then Emily's pajamas come in next. And I don't believe these are the right slippers, but they were in the pile and I didn't want her to have cold feet because she had these little flannel pajamas. So I do think Emily's pajamas are very, very cute. And like I said, this is where it gets hard because now I love everything. And so this is a harder call for me to make when it comes to these pajamas because, I mean, I could probably rank them higher, but then there's other pajamas. So anyway, one of the things I do love about this is I love the little lace detail on the sleeves. I don't know if you can see that. And I like the teeny tiny little print that is on the pajamas. So I feel like very cute, very, very historically accurate. And I like them that they're warm and cozy. The next, like I said, it gets so hard from here on out. It really does. So next I have Isabel Hoffman, and I have her pajamas. And I love her pajamas because I love the print. I love the color. I love her little pink bunny slippers. Look how cute. They look like peeps to me. So those are super cute. Love Isabel's pajamas. So cute. And I only ranked hers a little bit lower than Nikki's because Nikki has the sleep shirt, which I love the sleep shirt. And I like how much longer this one is compared to the My Life one. But the best part about Nikki's pajamas are her monkey slippers. These are so cute. I just think this is such a cute set. And I feel like it is so historically accurate. This is what my kids were wearing at this time. Like, they definitely loved having their novelty slippers. So that was part of like a Christmas tradition in our house that they'd get fun slippers. So anyway, so next up is Mary Ellen's original nightgown. And I love this. I think this is so cute. This is one of those ones I feel like they really put a lot of thought into the historical accuracy of this. I love the fabric that they have. It has like that little Swiss dot bumps to it, like flocked bumps. I think it's so cute. I love the fact that there was a matching curler set that goes with this. It is so cute. And like all of it is just adorable to me. I think it's such a cute little summery nighty gown, and thinking that Mary Ellen lived in Florida, I just feel like this is super like appropriate. And I even love that she had the bonnet for her curlers. So very cute. So anyway, so that's where we're at. So we're now past the halfway point. So then is Molly's pajamas, and we have Logan wearing these, and I just feel like these are the all-time like perfect pajamas. I mean, it's pajamas. Like you think of the word pajamas, you think of these. So so cute. So just I feel like you could wear them back in the 40s and you could wear them today and they're still appropriate. So I just love these pajamas. I like the fact that they're kind of unisex. I think we all tend to end up putting our boy dolls in Molly's original striped pajamas, but they're so cute. And I would have loved to have a pair like that. In fact, I still want a pair like that. Another thing to add to the shopping list. So monster slippers and striped pajamas. Okay, the list is growing from my own personal wardrobe. Um, I'm feeling more and more like these days, like I'm just trying to match more and more of my dolls in my wardrobe. I don't know. Maybe it's silly. The next up is the fitted pajamas from Strawberry Shortcake. I do love them. I rank them lower because I feel like they replace the Care Bear pajamas, and I feel like the Care Bear pajamas are more superior because it's Care Bears. And I like Strawberry Shortcake, but Care Bears are more 80s to me. So, I mean, not that Strawberry Shortcake was not 80s too. I just feel like for me personally, I have more of a connection with Care Bears. So anyway, so the fitted pajamas from Courtney's collection with the Strawberry Shortcake, love them. So they're cute and warm and fuzzy. I love how they feel. This is the first time I actually have put them on a doll, so that was fun to be able to do that. And then next up is Melody and her cute little cute pajamas. And I'm sorry, Melody, your hair is all frizzled here. These are so cute. I love these. There's little pink bows that come with them, and I just didn't dig them out to do Melody's hair. But these are so cute. Love them. I think this is such a great color for Melody, and I just love the pajamas. So not much more I can say. I just like them, and I thought they were historically accurate, which is part of, as I look at the historical pajamas, I do want them to have that authenticity. So anyway, next up is Maritza wearing Mary Ellen's Dachshund pajamas. Doesn't Maritza look great in this? I think she looks really fabulous in this. So anyway, I have her with the little Dachshund pajamas. I love these pajamas. I think they're so cute. They top the other ones, right? So cute. Love the little Dachshund pajamas. And again, first time I've had these on a doll, so that was fun. And then next up is Melody's plaid pajamas. Oh, I love these pajamas. Actually, if I was going to shop for pajamas, I think I'd shop for these ones. Yeah, I'm gonna put these higher than the red and white striped ones. I think these ones are so cute. I just love the pattern. I love the colors. I love the fact that it just like really is so cute. And then I love the little bows in her hair. So yeah, so cute. So that is number 4. So now it's my top 3. That was hard to get to the top 3. But as I mentioned, Care Bears are superior. So top 3 had to be Courtney in her Care Bear outfit. I love this so much. I think I may have bought this outfit for a niece of mine. I was a little older in the 80s, and so I had lots of nieces and nephews, and so I was very aware of the Care Bears, and Care Bears were kind of like something that I would play with my nieces and nephews with, and I ended up having a very large Care Bear collection with the little plastic figurines. They went to nieces and nephews as I left home, and they were now somewhere either in a landfill or in a thrift store. So anyway, but I did have a very large Care Bear collection. So because I was a teenager with disposable income, so I did buy them for myself and for my nieces and nephews. So anyway, so next up is the Julie zigzag pajamas, and I put this a second because I really love the pattern of it. I also had pajamas like this. I love these pajamas. I thought I was like part of the Jackson 5, and I'd do my like little, dance routines with my, my fancy pajamas on there that I thought were all like, disco-ish. And then the other part I like about them is these were a gift from my husband. He surprised me one time because I was saying how this was one of the pieces I was missing, and he remembered, and he went out and found them and sent them to me and had them and bought them and had them mailed to me. So I thought that was very nice. So that was number 2. And then my number 1 favorite pajamas are these pajamas. And because I had pajamas like these too. So I had a little house coat like this, and I loved my house coat. It was not yellow, it was turquoise. And I loved it, especially in the winter when I could have like my little house coat on, and I would have a long nightie. We lived in a very cold place at the time. And I would have my little house coat and my nightie on, and I would be able to, like, just feel like a grown up in my house coat. So anyway, this is number 1 in the historical. So 17 pajamas for the American Girl Doll historical line, and that's that. So definitely have my favorites and have my least favorites. Please let me know what your favorite historical one was. I'm hoping it's the same one. It is, right? No, probably not. Anyway, just let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear. Next up is going to be the Truly Me line. And I have to honestly say that of all the pajama sets, it is the Truly Me pajamas that, they're all my favorites. So, like, it was very hard to rank them low. So, all right, I'll get that set up and we'll go over the Truly Me next. Okay, so now this next section is the American Girl Doll non-historical pajamas. So, ended up with, I want to say 13. That sounds right. It is 13. Okay, so 13. So at the bottom, number 13 is the pink pajamas. So that's just what they were called, pink pajamas. They didn't have any other name. They were a Barry Ward Remember type pajamas. So I did buy these at the benefit sale. They're cute. They're kind of like nothing special to me, but cute enough. I do think I need to move. This is one of those tops I need to move over into the regular tops so that I maybe might get more use out of it. Since I've already said, I don't put them in pajamas a lot. So I might as well be able to take these things that have other pieces to it and put them into a category where I think about putting them on dolls. So that would be something I'm going to think about. I'm thinking about it. So that would be number 13. So then next up is this set here. And this is the I Love Pets pajamas. So it took me forever to find the name of these because it's got the little coconut and licorice on that. So very cute. I bought these in a lot. So like I said, I don't typically buy pajamas because I realized a couple years ago I didn't put the dolls in pajamas and stopped buying them. So anyway, these are very cute. I'm not positive these are the correct slippers, but they might be. I think they really are. But so very cute. I love the fact of the little bicycle shorts for the pants. So very cute. Nothing super special. That's why it's kind of towards the bottom. Then so this would be 11. Did not make the top 10. And this is called Hearts. I'm going to put the name on the bottom of this because I'm not positive that is the name. I'm pretty sure it's like Hearts Pajamas, something like that. But I got this in a lot, and it was one of those lots that was all a mess. And so I first thought these pajama pants were like on our generation, and then the top I realized was Pleasant Company. And then as I was kind of going through it, I realized, I found the tag that said American Girl Doll. And so, but they have that silky kind of My Life feel to them. The fabric is a little bit thicker than what you would get with My Life, but it does have these cute little slippers. And this is also one of those tops, again, I think that I need to circle into the general top place because I think it would get more use if I was just wearing it with that. But don't like these. My biggest qualm about these is just these silky pants. They don't have any snags on them, surprisingly, but I feel like they could snag easily. So that would be my problem there. Next up is, I'm not sure the name of this one. So again, I will just put it here in the bottom. And this is the, and my reason why it's just at the 10 is like, I do love the fuzzy little boots. I think these are cute. They're more holiday pajamas than just regular pajamas. So like you could wear them in the winter. They're very, very fine for winter, but I just feel like they lean more holiday than just regular pajama use. I have no idea what the name of these pajamas are. I think they're super cute. My problem with them being is that they're shorts, like winter pajamas and shorts. Like I feel like that is kind of a theme. But I guess maybe if you live somewhere warmer, you still want to celebrate the winter months and have cute winter pajamas. Or maybe you're just somebody who you wear warm, you get warm easily. So these are cute. Don't know the name of them. The detail I like about this is this little ruffle here. I think that's very cute. So I think they're cute. No idea what the name is. So if you do know, please let me know in the comments. I'd appreciate that. I just wasn't able to figure it out. So, and then this is number 8 in my choices. And I love these pajamas. These were definitely were part of a lot. And I can tell they were very well loved. They were cared for, but you can tell that they have been washed a bunch of times and were put on dolls. And I do love the little slippers. I like how the little slipper socks are nice and warm and toasty. So it's kind of like the opposites of. I think that's why I put them there. And then this is number, I don't know what number I'm on. It doesn't matter anyway. So this is one of the other ones that I feel like kind of are in the bottom. And this is Chris's pajamas. And I like them. They're fine. I think they're more like a yoga outfit than pajamas. I don't like the texture of the material. It is very, very polyester feeling. That's just a fabric I don't particularly like. So that's why they ended up towards the bottom. Otherwise, fine. It's just fine. Then now, oh my gosh, now it gets really hard because now I'm down to the top 6. And these top 6 were, all of them could be at least a 3 or 4, and except for 1 and 2, or it could be both can be 1s. So anyway, so next up is the Schmore pajamas, and I think they're so cute. I love everything about these pajamas. I love the top. I love the leggings on it. I love the little slippers. Super cute. I think these are some of the pajamas that I actually one time were like, oh, these are cute. I need to buy them. So I think they're very cute. Then next up is the bubble bathrobe. Love this. I love the little bandana. I love the fact that it's a cute little robe. I love the cute little slides. Also, I know they're part of a lot that I got too. So I would have probably bought it on my own, but very cute. Do love it. Now, of course, iconic pajamas. When you think about American Girl doll, right? What's iconic? It has to be the Slumber shirt. I only have the red one. On the hunt for the blue one because I feel like it needs to complete. I don't know why they didn't make slippers to go with these, but I do think that I did borrow these from the cozy sweater set, and so Jordy can have bare feet. They would not like that at all. So anyway, so definitely in my top 5 for sure, right? So love this set, so cute, just classic. Then next up, this is the first time I've ever had Penny in her pajamas. And I do think these pajamas are super cute. I love the little details on them. I like the print on them. I like the quality of them. I like the slippers. I like the fact that there's a little bit of color from the slippers to the pajamas. It's not super matchy-matchy. So I do love Tenny's pajamas. So Tenny in the first time wearing her pajamas. So go Tenny. Now, 1 and 2, I literally could not decide what was going to be 1 and what was going to be 2. Oh, so this was really hard. So I'm going to go with 2. I'm going to show you my 2. And I, again, don't remember quite the name of it. Oh, I'm missing a piece of it. Here, just a second. Mine. It's on her. So anyway, these pajamas here, I love them. They are iconic to me. They are just so cute. I love the little fuzzy part on the slipper. Look at that. So cute. I love the fact that these pajamas have these, like, there's multiple parts to it. So we have the little pants that are super cute. We have the little tank top. And then, of course, we have our little angel wings that are fuzzy. And not only do we have angel wings that are fuzzy, we have a backpack that we could change it out with. So cute, right? So then the best part about these little wings, you take the wings off. And so you have this piece. You have this little heart piece. So cute, right? But not only that, but you have another tank underneath. So you take this tank off. Here, let me do that real quick. It has that super hold hook and loop tape thing. So you have this little tank, right? So cute. But then there's a whole other shirt underneath there. Isn't that so cute? I love that. I feel like value here was huge. So I do love these pajamas. So this has probably been one of my favorite pairs that I've owned up to this point. But I had to I had to really think hard. It was really hard not to make these want these hold the number one spot. But this fall, they did come out with Linda's pajamas. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Of course, Barbie owns them because she's the most fabulous of all my dolls, and anything that's fabulous, she seems to think is hers. So, I love the set. I can't even tell you how much I love it. The quality is so there. I know it was a very pricey item, and I did buy it. I bought it right away because I was afraid of it selling out. And I think they are sold out as of January 2026. They might not be, but anyway, I just feel like with like collector pieces, I tend to just buy them and not wait for them to go on sale. Sometimes that bites me, sometimes it doesn't. But I know if there's something I really, really, really want, I just buy it at the price when it comes out, because I know I'd be really sad if I don't get it. And resale prices are typically higher than the initial price. So anyway, that is all of my doll pajamas. I am sure that you guys have many more pajamas, or maybe you have less. Maybe you guys are great about changing your dolls in pajamas. Let me know in the comments. Of like, I do change my dolls into pajamas all the time. Wanda, you're silly for not doing it. Let me know if I should move some of those pajama tops that could be used as regular shirts into my rotation of regular tops. And let me know if you're staying warm and cozy in the comments. I would love to hear that. I know this January is being particularly brutal in lots of ways, so we do need to do all those things to keep ourselves warm and comfy and cozy, and I hope you're doing that for yourselves. And I just want to thank you for spending some time with me and letting me share my pajama doll collection with you, and I look forward to seeing you again. And so take care of yourself, take care of your dolls, make sure you give yourself a hug, give your dolls a hug, say hey to your dolls from my dolls, and all that good stuff. And we'll see you back here again at Happy Threads Girl. Oh, and could you guys maybe subscribe and push the like button? That'd be great. Sorry to bug you about that, but trying to just build a bigger community. Thanks, guys. Bye.